So Jackson has left Chelsea, but everybody is still talking about Jackson because Chelsea versus Bayern Munich, Nicolas Jackson will play. Jackson will play against Chelsea. And I've seen so many people blaming Chelsea board for treating Jackson bad, and other people are blaming Jackson. In fact, there is a debate as who offended who. But I think Chelsea Football Club tried for Nicolas Jackson. No matter what happened within these few past weeks. This is a guy that spent only 6 months playing top flight football. Only 6 months at Villarreal. Chelsea took the risk, very big risk, signed him without signing another proper striker that will store his development for the first 2 seasons of his signing. Chelsea gave Nicolas Jackson the platform to improve. Chelsea gave him the room, the comfort. In fact, I am blaming Chelsea for making Nicolas Jackson to be in his comfort zone. After Nicolas Jackson signing, which other signings follows in that department? We signed the likes of Obade Kiliman, David Washington, Magui. I don't think there is any high-profile striker that we signed during the time of Nicolas Jackson. And I can remember vividly Chelsea saying that they don't want to sign a player that will stall Nicolas Jackson's development. So Chelsea gave him the room, the platform, the conducive environment for 2 good years. But Nicolas Jackson failed to embrace that opportunity and maximize it. His first season was positive. He scored 15 league goals without a single penalty. We expected Jackson to improve. We expected him to improve both as a footballer, both as a human being, in his attitude, temperament, everything. But it seems as if that the second season became worse than the first season, both in the output, behavior, everything about Nicolas Jackson dropped. His second season wasn't that bad compared to what we have seen from other strikers that Chelsea has signed for big money. Nicolas Jackson scored 10 league goals without a single penalty as well. But he cost Chelsea so many points last season. The game against Newcastle United, it was because of his reckless red card. Chelsea almost missed out at the top 4. Chelsea almost narrowly missed out from Champions League qualification because of Nicolas Jackson's attitude. His knack of getting unnecessary yellow cards. It was so much. Nicolas Jackson got so many yellow cards last season. And the ones the fans cannot forget, the last 2 red cards, it was just something that we cannot swallow. When Chelsea signed Jackson, they gave him the room. No challenge, which is very bad. Players tend to improve when they know there is a player out there sitting on the bench that has the ability to take his spot. You see them working harder. But in the Nicolas Jackson case, he felt so relaxed. Chelsea placed him in the comfort zone that made Nicolas Jackson to relax. Now this season, Chelsea signed Joao Pedro and Liam Delap. If Chelsea placed you as a 3rd choice striker, remember you brought it upon yourself. We got these players when you started receiving yellow cards and red cards up and down, missing chances. You have missing chances, but you added the missed chances with attitude problem. If Chelsea placed you as the 3rd choice, this is not the time to be angry. This is the same club that gave you 2 years to perform. 2 years unchallenged. Nobody challenged you. Magui is not the type of signing that will challenge Nicolas Jackson. Let's be honest. David Washington, far from it. Obade Kiliman has not even played a single game for Chelsea, and he's about to move to, or maybe he wanted to move to Sheffield United, but I can't recall if the deal went through or not. This season we signed Joao Pedro and Liam Delap. If the board decide to place you as a 3rd choice, what do? You Stay calm. Work harder. Ask yourself some certain questions. Where do I need to improve? Where am I getting it all wrong? You talk to yourself, advise yourself, work harder, improve in the areas that needs improving. You work on those weaknesses. If you have been missing lots of scoring chances, you watch clips of yourself. What happened? Am I holding on to the ball far too long? Am I you ask yourself, where am I getting it all wrong? But Nicolas Jackson failed to do that. He wanted the number one spot given to him without fighting for it. If Nicolas Jackson had stayed back, accepted the third choice role behind Liam Delap and Joao Pedro. Joao Pedro is the type of player that can play multiple attacking positions. He can play at the number 10. For the past 2 games, he has been playing at the number 10. At Brighton, he used to play at the wings at the number 10. In fact, at Brighton, Joao Pedro was the number 10 because Welbeck was the one leading the line at Brighton. So, Nicolas Jackson's direct challenge is Delap, unless Cole Palmer is on the pitch and the coach decides to play Delap at the first 9. But if Jackson worked hard, there is no how he will be performing better than Delap, and the coach will still make him the third choice. If Jackson was given let's say a 10 minutes cameo, he comes up, score. The next game, he comes up, maybe give assist. Before you know it, he will promote himself from third choice to second choice. From second choice, the coach will now have no other option but to start Nicolas Jackson. He needed to work harder and reclaim his position. There is no how he will perform more than Delap, and the coach will hand over the second choice or the first choice to Liam Delap. And there is no how he will be performing, scoring more than Joao Pedro. And the coach will keep benching him just because he wants to play Joao Pedro. The only thing the coach might do is to find a solution that will accommodate both him and Joao Pedro. So there are things that Nicolas Jackson could have done instead of fighting for a move away from Chelsea. His time at the Blues ended poorly, and it's not good for his legacy. He didn't do so bad, scoring 30 goals without a single penalty. He performed better than those strikers we signed for a hefty fee, but his attitude ruined his record at Chelsea. Nobody will remember those goals. Nobody will remember the chances created. People will only focus on the missed chances because of his negative attitude and the manner in which he left Chelsea. Chelsea gave him the platform, but he failed to utilize the opportunity. So I wouldn't blame Chelsea for letting him go, and I wouldn't blame Jackson as well for wanting to go. At the end of the day, Chelsea got £16.5 million on a loan deal for a player they signed at £2 million. And if they sell, Chelsea will benefit massively. Nicolas Jackson will get the move that he always wanted. So everybody has a win-win. This is my thoughts about this Nicolas Jackson and Chelsea this situation. Let me see your thoughts in the comment section. What do you make of Nicolas Jackson end to his Chelsea career? Let me see your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like this video. Stay cool and stay blessed. Blue always is the color.